What if you possessed an ancient psychological shield that made you completely bulletproof to the emotional chaos caused by toxic people? Have you ever felt like the actions of one person could completely dismantle your inner peace, leaving you feeling drained, powerless, and perpetually on edge? This isn't just a modern struggle against difficult personalities. The ancient Stoic philosophers developed a profound set of mental strategies that allowed them to face the most tyrannical figures in frustrating circumstances without surrendering their calm. But what exactly was this mental armor, and how can you forge it for yourself today, especially when dealing with someone who seems intent on provoking you? Whether you're dealing with a manipulative colleague, a critical family member, or a partner who constantly undermines you, the wisdom from these ancient thinkers offers a practical blueprint for reclaiming your life. This is not just about surviving interactions with difficult people. It's about achieving a state of profound resilience where their words and actions lose their power to affect your core being. If you've ever wondered how some people seem to remain completely unshakable while others crumble, you're about to discover the secret. So, if you're tired of being held hostage by someone else's mood swings or manipulative tactics, stay with us. We are about to decode the ancient formula for building an impenetrable fortress around your mind. The only condition for being here is that you commit to absorbing this fully, without skimming or clicking away. If you're ready to become the exception to the rule of emotional reactivity, then let's begin this transformation. This journey is about drawing a definitive line in the sand. It's a conscious choice to decide exactly how much external chaos, especially from a narcissistic individual, is allowed to disturb your inner sanctuary. A Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher once wrote that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find immense strength. When we apply this to the challenge of dealing with a self-absorbed person, it reminds us that our genuine power lies not in trying to alter the other person's behavior, which is frequently outside our control. Instead, our strength is found in transforming how we interpret and respond to their actions. In reality, what we truly own is our reaction, our emotional state, and the amount of mental energy we dedicate to them. This is a difficult task, especially when emotions are raw and the person causing the distress is a significant part of your daily life, whether they are a parent, partner, or boss. Another great Stoic philosopher offered this insight. We often suffer more in our imagination than in reality. More is lost by indecision than by wrong decision. When dealing with a narcissist, much of the anxiety and stress we experience is amplified by our fears about what they might do next. By employing this wisdom, we learn to separate the genuine impact of their actions from the additional suffering we create through anticipation and worry. This is not meant to minimize the real problems posed by a toxic individual. Rather, it's an empowerment tool. It gives us permission to reclaim our mental space by anchoring ourselves in the present reality, instead of getting lost in worst-case scenarios. Let's break this down with a simple image. Imagine you are wearing a heavy backpack every single day. Every negative interaction, every attempt at manipulation, every cutting remark from the narcissist feels like adding another heavy rock to this pack. Over time, it becomes exhausting, painful, and it weighs you down, making every step of your life a struggle. What Stoic philosophy teaches us is that we hold the power to stop adding stones. We cannot remove the stones the narcissist has already thrown, but we can decide right now to stop picking up new ones. Minimizing their influence starts with a deliberate decision to shift your focus. This means actively redirecting your thoughts and energy towards people and activities that bring you joy and peace, and away from the source of your stress. This process involves establishing firm emotional and psychological boundaries. It might mean limiting your time spent with them, changing the subjects you discuss to avoid giving them ammunition, or in the most severe cases, making the difficult choice to end the relationship entirely. However, it's vital to acknowledge the emotional cost of this journey. Stoicism is not about repressing your feelings. It's about acknowledging them fully, understanding their origin, and then making rational decisions about how to proceed. If you're dealing with a narcissistic parent or sibling, you are not just managing a difficult person. You are also grappling with the loss of the supportive, loving relationship you deserve to have. This is a form of grief, and it is important to allow yourself to experience it. Seek out professional help, find expression through journaling or art, and lean on trusted friends. These are not just steps away from negativity, they are proactive steps towards healing and rebuilding yourself. By embracing this philosophy, we learn to fortify our inner citadel, that sacred mental space that no external force can penetrate. Minimizing the narcissist's role in your life is not an act of spite. It is a profound act of self-preservation and a declaration that your mental health is non-negotiable. You are deciding that your peace of mind is paramount and that you will not allow anyone to disturb it. Remember, it is perfectly okay to feel hurt, to grieve, and to ask for help. What matters most is that you are actively taking steps toward becoming a healthier, happier version of yourself with a fortified fortress of the mind that no amount of external chaos can breach. This is the practical application of Stoic wisdom, discovering strength in serenity and consciously choosing to prioritize what truly matters. Narcissists often construct an elaborate facade of superiority, using charm, intellect, or success as a shield. This is not just for show. It is a fundamental part of their defense system against their own deep-seated vulnerabilities. But when we learn to see through this facade, we are not acting from malice. We are engaging in a Stoic practice of seeking truth, gently peeling back layers of illusion to reveal the reality beneath. So how do you do this effectively? First, you must anchor yourself in the principle of Stoic indifference, which is differentiating perfectly between what is within your control and what is not. Your goal is not to change the narcissist, an outcome that is outside your control. Instead, you aim to change your perception of them, thereby dismantling the power they hold over your emotional state. When you notice the narcissist flaunting their exaggerated self-image, instead of confronting them directly or trying to dismantle their grandiosity, you might choose to ask reflective questions. You could ask, "That's an interesting view. How did you arrive at that conclusion? Or can you tell me more about that process?" These questions, asked with genuine curiosity and without judgment, can invite a moment of reflection for both them and those around them. However, it is crucial to proceed with caution. Your physical and emotional safety is always the top priority. The Stoic tradition teaches us not to engage in conflicts that disturb our peace. Instead, we aim for tranquility and emotional balance, regardless of external provocations. This means knowing when to engage and when to withdraw, always putting your serenity first. By adopting a stance of detached curiosity, you are not directly attacking the narcissist's self-image. You are inviting a subtle exploration of the truth. This gentle method can gradually deflate their grand perceptions without triggering a defensive war. In doing so, you will likely find that their influence over you diminishes, allowing you to see the person and the situation with greater objectivity. This approach aligns beautifully with the Stoic practice of prosoche, or mindful awareness, where we remain fully present and conscious of our thoughts, words, and actions. By maintaining this awareness, we can navigate our interactions with grace and wisdom, ensuring we remain true to our core values and our pursuit of tranquility. Challenging the narcissist's idealized self-image is not about war. It is about seeking truth in a compassionate and non-confrontational way. It's about gently uncovering the reality behind the mask, guided by the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. By doing this, we protect our own peace while also offering the narcissist, however indirectly, an opportunity for self-reflection. This journey of self-awareness is not passive. It requires active participation, courage, and the willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves. This is not a path about confronting the other person to change them, but about focusing entirely on ourselves, our growth, and our well-being. Stoicism, with its deep roots in personal virtue and self-awareness, is the perfect companion for this therapeutic journey. It encourages us to look inward, to understand our reactions, and to define the values that guide our lives. There is a profound wisdom that resonates here. No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is in their power not to want what they don't have, and to cheerfully use what they do have. In the context of therapy, this means acknowledging our current limitations not as permanent fixtures, but as challenges from which we can learn and grow. It's about shifting our focus from seeking external validation, especially from those who cannot give it, to cultivating internal validation and self-compassion. Therapy offers a sanctuary for this crucial work. It is a space where you can openly explore your feelings and experiences without judgment. The ultimate goal is to heal from the wounds inflicted by toxic relationships and to recognize your inherent worth. Your value does not depend on the approval of a narcissist or anyone else. In therapy, we engage in a powerful act of Stoic reflection, examining our lives and choices through the lens of wisdom and courage. We question the beliefs that have tethered us to unhealthy relationships, beliefs that may have led us to seek validation from sources incapable of giving it. This self-examination is essential for detaching from the need for external approval. It is a step that empowers us to reclaim our independence and autonomy. But therapy is not just about detachment. It is also about building something new. It is about discovering joy, passion, and peace on your own terms, crafting a life that aligns with your deepest values. This aligns with the Stoic pursuit of a virtuous life, where happiness is found not in accolades, but in living according to your principles. Engaging in personal growth is a powerful act of resistance against the negativity a narcissist tries to impose. It is a declaration that you are more than the role you've been assigned in their narrative, that you have the strength and wisdom to define your own story. This is the essence of Stoicism, realizing that our power lies in our ability to choose our responses. This journey is not always easy. It requires bravery to face your vulnerabilities, to confront your fears, and to step into the unknown. Yet, it is also a path filled with hope. As you peel away the layers of pain and self-doubt, you uncover a resilient, vibrant self that has always been waiting to be rediscovered and celebrated. The ultimate freedom comes from within. You are the artist of your own peace. This is the freedom to choose your attitudes, to respond with wisdom and compassion, and to live a life that reflects your truest self. This process of healing is a testament to your resilience and capacity for change. It reminds us that no matter the challenges we face, we have the power to cultivate peace, joy, and fulfillment from within. So, as we navigate this journey, let us do so with the courage of a Stoic, embracing personal growth as the opportunity to become the architect of our own fate. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control external events, we have absolute control over our internal world, our thoughts, reactions, and emotions. This is incredibly empowering when dealing with a narcissist, whose behavior can feel like a direct assault on your mental peace. Let's unpack this powerful concept. The narcissist, by nature, attempts to provoke you. The instinctive reaction is to respond in kind, to defend yourself, to engage in the conflict. However, this is precisely where Stoicism provides a superior alternative, the path of calmness, detachment, and inner tranquility. Choosing to control your reactions is not about denying your feelings. It's about acknowledging your emotions and then making a conscious decision about how you wish to respond. This might mean taking a moment to pause, to breathe, and to reflect. It might mean choosing not to respond at all. The key realization is that your power lies in your response. You are not at the mercy of the narcissist's whims. You are the gatekeeper of your own mental space. This strategy requires practice. It involves developing an awareness of your emotional triggers and habitual patterns. It requires a commitment to observing your thoughts and feelings without immediately acting on them. This is where Stoic exercises like journaling or meditative reflection are invaluable. They allow you to step back, to view the situation rationally rather than emotionally, and to choose a response that aligns with your values. By refusing to play the narcissist's game, by choosing calmness and detachment over engagement, you are practicing the virtue of apatheia. This is not about the absence of feeling, but the absence of disturbance. You are embodying the ideal of maintaining your equanimity in the face of provocation. This is not a passive act. It's an active, deliberate declaration that says, "I am the master of my soul. Your actions cannot penetrate the fortress of my mind unless I allow them to." It's a declaration of independence and a reclamation of your power. In embracing this, we not only protect ourselves from the negative impact of the narcissist's behavior, but we also cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness and resilience. We learn to navigate the world with a sense of calm and assurance, knowing our inner peace is unassailable. This is the ultimate freedom, the freedom to choose how we respond to the world, to live in accordance with our principles, and to maintain our tranquility regardless of the challenges. Let us remind ourselves that we have the power to protect our mental space, to control our reactions, and to live with dignity and strength. This is not just a strategy for dealing with difficult people, it is a blueprint for a mindful, virtuous life. As we conclude this exploration, remember this: your peace of mind is your sanctuary, an impenetrable fortress. Like the Stoics, you have the power to choose your response, to stand firm against adversity, and to cultivate a life of tranquility and resilience. The strength you seek is not far away. It is within you, waiting to be discovered and nurtured. If you found this valuable, please consider subscribing to the channel, sharing this video with someone who might need it, and giving it a like. Your support helps us spread these lessons to more people in search of guidance. Together, we can continue to learn, grow, and thrive. Thank you for being a part of this community. Until next time, keep forging your mind.